think that there's people that found out about you through non-rap content and then went back to your rap and are surprised how nice you are?
Yeah, 100%, because at this point, a lot of people know me for the food show. They know me, but there's people that know me just from rap.
That's because oftentimes, like, when a rapper has a personality, the bars might not be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to call it specific people, but it's like they're bigger than they are like rappers.
Good.
Exactly. They're bigger than they are good. Exactly. And the personality is its own thing, but you spit, bro.
Thank you, bro.
For sure.
For me, man, rap, there's not many people on earth that I think could rap with me. And that's just being me. I'm not like a fucking boastful guy. That's just a fact. Mm-hmm. For me, in my mind.
Yeah.
Rap sucks. Rappers suck. They don't have experiences. The things they say aren't interesting. It's really all about finding interesting music and saying interesting things, at least for me. Mm. I have a diversity and like a crazy amount of different things that you could say that'll touch me. I get a whole bunch of shit.
It's a thirst for experience.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I want, like you said, I want to think. I want someone to make me laugh. I want someone to mention something that I thought only I know about.
We got this thing in stand-up where, like, sometimes a comic will be up there and they'll tell a joke and they'll be like, I told that joke one time in Oklahoma and this was the reaction and the joke is about that. And the second I see that, I'm like, oh, you ain't living enough.
Yeah, no.
Your whole life is just on stage, so there's nothing for you to pull from. And that's why I remember when I was, looking some stuff up for you, it was like, I feel like you're one of those guys that can continue rapping till much later in life because the identity is never built around youth. It's built around passion.
For sure.
So it's like, you don't want to stop anytime soon, right?
No, not at all. I mean, I'm not pressured.
It's like stopping cooking because you're not 25. It's like...
That's the whole thing. Like, I look at myself and I still feel like I exude some sort of youthfulness in my passion for things. Sure, I'm fucking weathered. Sure, I've been through the ringer of life, but I still have all kinds of new experiences to bring to the world and new type of new energy. Like right now, I feel better than I've ever felt ever. Musically, like because you grow with confidence as you succeed and you do things and like just that Tiny Desk gave me a whole fucking new breath of fresh air with that. Like, a lot of people don't give a fuck about things. You watch big artists, Tiny Desk, and then no one gives a fuck about it really.
Nah, bro, it was...
Like this one went the fuck off. People seem to really gravitate to it and enjoy it, and that's...
Because you were lost in it, bro. Also, the opening, like, I imagine you're curating and orchestrating all of this, right?
Yeah.
Like, song choice, everything.
I'm lucky to have some tremendous musicians around me. I feel like I have...
Those were your guys? Or those guys?
Those are my guys.
So with Tiny Desk, you bring your guys?
I finally got my guys, I never had a group of people that I'm confident with.
My man on the keys and the sax is crazy.
Young Mexico, Matt Carrillo.
Bro.
He's one of the best musicians on earth right now, and I tell everybody this. I feel like all my guys are that. Young Mexico is the best saxophone player on planet Earth right now.
I love it.
For real.
I love it.
For real. Like, man, that motherfucker makes everybody cry. I'm on stage going through it. And it ain't no joke. Like, shit, I'm fucking crying.
You can tell you're locked in.
Crying. This motherfucker is literally like the most whimsical, gentle human being I've ever met.
Yeah.
And just like...
Nah, it set a tone.
Goddamn, fucking... I don't know. I don't know the terminology they use in the horn world, but man, he could blow that thing.
Yeah, the tone was... Even the first song, like... Knock 'em out the box.
That's right.
But
you gotta set the tone.
Yo, there is a confidence to it. It is an arrogance. It's like, hey, I'm supposed to be here, and I'm nice, and I'm gonna show you why I'm nice. And then immediately after it, you're just like so affected by the music. There's a great part, the last one you're doing the banger, obviously, where it looked like you were a little scared to sing. Were you? Like, you were like...
there was a lot of 40-year-old women in there, and I'm saying bitch and fucking this. I didn't want to say... There was certain things I didn't want to say I might not be able to touch my toes, but I will still fuck these hoes while I'm looking directly at a 40-year-old woman. You know, there was
it's
like
NPR. Keep that in mind. Tiny Desk is run by NPR, right?
I remember you apologized to what you're like. I'm sorry
because there was a fucking kid standing
that's
right
what I thought, and I love that moment.
I was like, man, you know, like, bro, you're gonna have to. You know,
this is the funniest part. You go.
You bring the fucking kid, you're gonna hear some shit.
He goes. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just want to let you guys know, I can't touch my toes. He didn't say I'm sorry for fucking these toes.
I can. That was a big thing for me. At one point, I couldn't touch him, and it's like,
oh shit.
Yeah. See, that's how simple that was. I didn't even breathe. I didn't even breathe.
How did you prep for the Tiny Desk? Were you nervous at all going into it?
I didn't prep.
No prep at all?
Nah, there was.
I don't prep.
The band? Like,
we had been doing a couple of shows. We had just done a couple of shows, and man, we caught lightning in a bottle. Those guys are sick every night, but that was one of the best performances we've had.
Also, when
everyone was on fire.
When you fucked up the line and you said, run it back. And then kept it in.
That's how I do, no matter what. If I fuck up, I'm running it back. You don't deserve that. I don't deserve that. I have to fix it.
It's a great Tiny Desk. And I've seen a few Tiny Desks too. And there's some people that have these like, I think that's a real, obviously, like, to say it sounds obvious, but I'm considerate when I'm saying it's like, it's a real like performer stage, meaning like if you have that skill, like there's some people who make music that's great to ride to. But when you see them perform it, rap, a lot of times, it's boring.
Lackluster.
Rap, low-key sucks live.
It's trash.
I'm not a fan of it live.
Like
trash.
Almost every rap concert I went to live, I'm like, why am I here?
It's embarrassing. It's actually embarrassing. I know this.
Bro, you need live instruments. I don't know why like Jay-Z figured that out as well when he did the Rock Nation like orchestra. And I remember seeing that live and I was like, ooh, this is a different feeling. And the energy, it taps into human, I don't know, that primal instinct. Like you need it. You need to feel percussion. You need to feel the strings. Like
hearing 20 or 30 people playing in unison is powerful.
Yep.
I mean, to have an orchestra, is only Jay-Z could do that, or like like dudes of that nature. It's not easy to put together quality musicians to play music. Luckily for me, my music isn't like rapidy rap beats. Because to me, that shit sucks. When you bring a guy in, you're like a band playing a hip-hop beat.
They're trying to recreate something that was made.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like...
what we're playing is, I'm using the most incredible samples of music, like the pieces of music.
That are already instruments,
It's the best musicians that are playing the instruments there. That's why you're playing the best piece of music that could possibly be made. Like, singled out. You don't have to play a break beat over it where there's a chance for it to fuck up. You have to play the goddamn groove, and that's it.
There's a...
you get to be a real musician.
Yeah.
Not a hip-hop band.
Yeah. It reminds me of like, you ever see, like most of the times you see like a Van Gogh, right? You see a print of it, right? That has no texture at all. And then you see it in real life and you realize this is a 3-dimensional fucking painting. And you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. This is what it was meant to be seen as, and this is what I'm supposed to be indulgent in. I feel like that's the same way when you're trying to take something that was made electronically and turn it into music. It's better than nothing. But when you take the thing that's meant to be and was born through instruments, and then you play that.
This means a lot to me because you get it.
Yeah.
You get it. That means you understand.
But the live performance, I've always thought about that with like, especially rap. It's like, bro, the majority of, I don't even, like, if you're only in it for money, let's say you are, not you, but the average person, let's say that's into rap is like only for money, like you have to recognize that the live show, there's a reason why people are not gonna tune in.
That's a humongous part. I mean, if you're lucky enough to just have massive hits, and you're not that talented, you don't have to take your show on the road.
Yeah.
I take my show on the road because it's like worth coming to see. There's people who really want to come and fucking watch me every night.
Yeah.
Because I put on a fucking experience.
Yeah.
Like, I literally, you get everything. You get comedy, you get fucking emotion, you get some of the most incredible music, and it's like a roller coaster of emotion you get.
I heard